everybody, I am back. I am freshly dyed and I've got some makeup on today. I am doing a review of the Etsy yarns. They're all hand painted yarns that I ordered off of Etsy, and I just kind of wanted to, since I just did my hair, I thought maybe I would dress up a little. This is a brand new dress I got from Torrid. I just dyed my hair. This is a combination of two of the Ion Brights, and predictably there are chunks of my hair that I know I saturated that just didn't take the dye. And then my eye makeup is from the Take Me Back to Brazil Rio Edition palette from BH Cosmetics that a friend of mine got me for my birthday. I have actually mentioned her before. It's my friend Ashley. So here we are. Time for some Etsy hauls. So I've got my trusty tablet here, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've got my Mockingjay on the back from Hunger Games. I'm a big fan, so I thought this was kind of like a clever place to put it. Anyway, I'm going to go into Etsy and I'm going to look up the names, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information as I go. So I'm going to start with this one here. This is from the Wicked Nitta, K-N-I-T-T-A-H, on Etsy. So the Wicked Nitta is a hand dyeing Etsy seller from Lewiston, Maine. And I believe she may have included some information in here for me, but she contacted me right away. She's very excited to see what I think of her yarn, so we're going to get a first impression. The yarn that I bought is called Wild Iris Hand Dyed. So first of all, her packaging, I loved this. I got so many cute, I think these are like called Mylar bags, but they're so cute, and I need to get some for my own Etsy. And ooh, this is a little more varied than the picture does justice. So I got... It's Wild Iris. This is the 100% Superwash Merino DK. I think this would make a really great hat, but it's got a lot more colors to it than you would expect in the picture, which I actually like. It is primarily cream, burgundy, and brown. A little bit of light pink and a little bit of this pretty sort of fall-y yellow. I guess it's like a mustard yellow, which you guys know how I feel about mustard yellow. So, and mustard yellow and teal. I actually have some shirts that are going to look really good with this in the fall and maybe even in the spring. So I look forward to making a hat out of this. She's from Lewiston, Maine, and she's on Etsy, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest as the Wicked Nitta. And so let's move on. I asked her to tell me a little bit about herself, and it gave me like an extra card in case I need to hand it out to anybody who's interested. So a little about myself. I opened shop on Etsy in July of 2017. Oh, you've been on Etsy for just a little over 2 years, huh? Or just a little under 2 years. So yeah, you've been on Etsy for a little under 2 years. Self-taught indie dyer. I've always had an eye for color. A mother of 2 girls, age 5 and 10, and married 24 years. Been knitting for 15 and crocheting for about 12. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under the Wicked Nitta. And her husband drew her logo, which it's a really, really cute logo. As a witchy knitter, I really love with the cauldron and everything. It's so cute. You guys should check her out, by the way. She's very sweet. We talked a little bit online. Okay, how I came up with my business name. I'm from Maine, and we say wicked to everything. Most of us don't pronounce our R's, so that's how I came up with the Wicked Nitta. I love everything about dyeing yarn. The fiber choices, the colors, every step of dyeing yarn makes my soul smile. And I hope all of my customers feel the same. So I talked to her a little bit as somebody, I've always been interested in dyeing yarn. You guys saw when I did the review of the Muse where I had hand dyed some yarn and I compared it to the Muse. And I can't seem to wrap my brain around getting really vibrant, beautiful colors from yarn. And this is a very amazing, beautiful hand paint to me. And hand painting looks like it's so complicated and it's so scary to me. Hand painted yarns always turn out so beautiful, and this is so me. I know like right now I've got all these cool colors going on, but I'm a natural redhead. I love burgundy and brown and cream. All of my favorite winter shirts have burgundy in them. I can't wait to make a nice winter hat and maybe some matching mittens or fingerless mitts to go with this. So please check her out on Etsy. Once again, I have to remind you guys, none of this is sponsored. I just went onto Etsy and I bought some stuff, and I just want to share like independent people with you. But she seemed very, very sweet, and she has some gorgeous yarns on her Etsy. So here's the next one. So this is from Haute Knit Yarn. This is the rainbow one. If you're going to be near Raleigh, North Carolina, March 22nd and 23rd, they're going to be at a fiber festival, the Carolina Fiber Fest. And if you're going to be near Allentown, Pennsylvania, April 13th and 14th, they're going to be at the Allentown Fiber Festival. I really like the packaging on this one. So let's move on to, they sent me some extra cards. So here's their card. I like it's all glittery. This is a worsted weight. This is the one that I definitely got as a worsted weight because I knew I wasn't going to be able to make socks out of it. I want to make more, probably like a hat. And this kind of yarn right now where you have a very natural, like a cream or a gray or a black or a white background like this with these big pops of color, they're very popular right now. There is a line that I see all over the place. I think it's called Alexander's or Alexandra's, that all of the yarn stores near me are carrying, and they're doing this. And I bet you anything that this trend started on Etsy. Let's see. So this is 218 yards of 100% superwash merino. Once again, it's hand wash. They're on Ravelry, Twitter, Instagram, and Etsy. Yes, and this is called Gray Bonfire. So let's get a close-up of these colors, and I'm gonna do a nice close-up for the beginning as well. Once again, very pretty packaging. So we're moving on to the next one. This is from Astria Maris. I love when people wrap their stuff up all pretty like this. I just think it looks so nice. So Astria Maris is out of Brooklyn, New York. Just make sure we can get a good shot. And this is just so cute, and there's like a little stitch marker in it. Cute packaging. Like, you could have a product that's exactly the same as the product next to it, but cute packaging will get people every time. Like, you could have two yarns, they look exactly the same, they're the same weight, they're the same base, they use the same dyeing method, they could be dyed by the same person. And you do the cute packaging, and people are gonna buy the one with the cute packaging every single time. Just putting that out there. I've been to a lot of yarn shows, y'all. So they're on Etsy and Instagram. Just independent dye studio. Cute little. They have just such cute packaging. So this is called Forest Path. It's a hand-dyed speckled worsted yarn. Ooh, you guys, this one, the website did not do this one justice. I bet you guys are thinking that I always review everything so that it's like, I say that it's amazing, but I guess maybe I've just gotten lucky because the only thing I've ever gotten that was bad was the darn good yarn. So anyway, here's Forest Path by Astria Maris, and this is gorgeous. I love the speckles. These colors are going to look really good when I go back to my natural hair color eventually. Oh, look at the mermaid on there. Their graphic design is on point. They didn't send me much information, but they are from Brooklyn, New York, and you've seen the name. You can find them on Etsy and Etsy and Instagram. Same name. So, but yeah, it's gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. So we're on the second to last one. This one, like I said, I'm putting these out in the order that they came. Those three came kind of one on top of the other. This one came a bit later. It was only arrived like a few days later than I expected it to though. This was the first yarn that I saw and was like, okay, I need to get this yarn for my Etsy review video. And it is called Witch's Tutu. So of course I had to get it. My witchy butt needs to always get anything that says witch on it because I'm predictable. Oh, look at the cute little, ooh, wow. Oh, these colors are a lot more rich than they look like on the Etsy. Oh, the ball band got stuck in the bag. It's cute. So this is Wobble Gobble. Spelled exactly how you would think it's spelled. W-O-B-B-L-E G-O-B-B-L-E. So it is hand dyed, of course. This is a 100% superwash merino DK, 231 yards. It's made in the USA, hand dyed with professional wash fast acid dyes. Gentle hand wash recommended, may bleed the first time of washing. This is from Niskayuna, New York. But it's gorgeous. Every single one of these colors is So bright and vibrant. In fact, the pictures on the website make them look a little bit more like washed out and light, almost like they're faded. So, but it also said that it might bleed a little bit the first time you wash it, so these may end up being a little bit lighter. I will revisit all of these yarns in the future as well once I've made something with them. But I am in love with these colors. I put the ball band back on because it just seemed professional to have it on, but I'm going to go ahead and take it back off because you need to see all of these colors. This might be another one that I think might look really, really good with like a cream as a like some sort of layered color. So more than likely brioche, but I think this would actually look really stellar as an entrelac piece. I don't know why, just something is striking me with this with entrelac. So this is the last one. It's in a DK base. This is from Color Redefined, and it's color spelt with a U, and they're from Louisville, Ohio. So here's the problem. I ordered these, I want to say end of February, not like the last couple days. It was like during the last week of February though I ordered these. This just came yesterday, and it said it was going to ship in 3 to 5 business days, and it's shipping from Ohio. And the biggest problem was there was no communication from the seller that anything was going to be late. And the worst part about that is I tried to contact them, and I didn't get any response. And granted, I tried after it had been like 2.5, 3 weeks since it said it was in pre-shipping or pre-transit, and I only gave them about 24 hours before I was like, okay, I need my money back for this so I can order another yarn and try and get it here, because I wanted to do like a top 5. So 5 is just a good number to start with these. So unfortunately, they didn't really communicate with me. I had to open an Etsy claim, and then as soon as I opened the Etsy claim, bam, within like 12 hours they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, we had a family emergency, I'm sending your yarn right now, I'm sending some freebies with it, so we'll see what the freebies are. The yarn looks like it's going to be beautiful. I did look at their website though, and they have had in recent months a lot of complaints about long shipping, and at least in the last month. So I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, since all of the reviews before these problems with long shipping came through, all of the reviews were really good before that. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to hope that maybe they are just struggling with some stuff and they're about to be finished going through it. I always want to feel like the best in people, so we're hoping, like, I hope everything's okay now. So, but here's the bag. It's another cute one. Okay, so for the freebies, more yarn. Always good. That's, I think, a good way to make up for exceptionally late yarn. So this is Color Redefined, and it is in the colorway Dahlia. It is superwash merino and nylon, and it's a DK weight. So once again, it'll be a nice high traffic item, maybe gloves or a hat. It's a very vibrant, pretty pink color with little speckles of all kinds of other different colors, mostly green, yellow, and brown. And I do really like it. It is a beautiful yarn. I think that the pictures on the site make the pink look a little pinker and make the cream look a little more towards the white end, but it is still beautiful yarn. It's as beautiful as I expected. It's a speckled yarn, which is not easy to dye in my opinion, and it's not bad. I would say it's equally as nice as all of the other yarns. I may be being a little extra critical because I had to wait so long for it, but it's a good yarn. It really is. It's got a nice hand to it. The colors are vibrant and beautiful. The colors on the page mostly do it justice, at least on my tablet where I do most of my yarning. And then the little freebie that she gave me is one of these like unicorn tail type things. These are usually roughly 50 to 75 yards of yarn. I don't know what the put up is on it because there's no tag, but it's just another speckled yarn. I'm guessing this looks like it's sock weight. It's definitely more of like a fingering weight yarn. And then this is 245 yards. So everything is checking out. It's a good yarn. I just really, really wish she would have been more communicative if she was having trouble getting it out on time. It would have really meant a lot to me as a buyer for her to reach out immediately and say, hey, it's going to be late, I'm really sorry, I'm going through some stuff. And I would have understood, and I would have kept it, and I would have just ordered another one for this video, right? But this little, like, you can tell she uses a lot of the same colors in this one. It's just in different amounts. So there's that pink, right? And you've got some of that blue and some of the yellow, and like it's pretty. It's very pretty. I could do a set of my nickel and dime mitts. I wrote a pattern called the nickel and dime mitt, or nickel and dime mitts. I posted it on my blog spot, but you can go to Ravelry and look it up, or just look me up. I put my name in my information, and you can take a look at it, and it takes about 50 to 75 yards of yarn, of fingering weight yarn to make. And so I can make a pair of my nickel and dime mitts, and they're gonna be so super cute, and they're gonna be so super like unique. And I think with my current hair color, this is gonna look really cute with some of my summer clothes. I just bought a super cute Little Mermaid tank top at Torrid when I got this dress. I think it'll look really, really cute with that. I can make some of my nickel and dime mitts. I can wear them when I'm at the park with my daughter trying to knit, and maybe my hands get a little bit chilly, or I can wear them when I'm inside somewhere like the movie theater in the summer, because there's a lot of good movies coming out this summer. That is all for today. I'm going to put links for all of these Etsy sellers in the information below. Please let them know that you got the stuff from me, not because I get anything for it, but because I just want them to know that their stuff got seen and that I appreciated it. So even the one that was late, I would just say if you want your stuff really soon, if you need it within that shipped in 3 to 5 days so it arrives to you within 10 days, maybe wait on her stuff and get it when you don't need to have something. I wouldn't order from her, at least right now, if you have a birthday or Christmas present that you're making and you need the yarn to get to you by a certain time. But the yarn is still beautiful. All of these yarns were beautiful. All of these makers are beautiful. The Wicked Nitta and Wobble Gobble specifically spoke to me on Etsy, and were very excited to see what I had to say. But they're beautiful ladies, those two. They actually spoke to me online. They seem delightful. I would highly suggest buying from them. They're communicative and kind. All of the packaging is beautiful in this, especially Astria Maris' stuff. Gorgeous packaging. Everything was delightful. Even with Color Redefined, she did eventually contact me and was very apologetic. And having had personal emergencies myself, I understand, but it seems as though that personal emergency has been going on for over a month. And if you do have something like that, just from one Etsy seller to another, or if you're on Store Envy or whatever you're selling through, one seller to another, put your shop on vacation mode as soon as you have an issue. So just if you do have a personal emergency, even if it's only going to be for a day, you should put your shop on vacation mode immediately, and then people can't buy from you. Or send out a message immediately and let them know, hey, I'm having a personal emergency. I don't know when I'm going to get this out. I'm really sorry. Have a copy paste message ready for that, because then if you are extremely stressed out or something really, really terrible is happening, you don't really have to say much to your customers, and you don't have to take too many spoons to deal with it. You can just copy paste and be like, I'm sorry, I can't deal with this right now. Let me know if you want a refund. That's all you have to do. And even let them know that maybe the refund might take some time. Like, it's not, I understand if you're going through something really hard, and saying that it's not that hard is kind of a terrible thing to say. But as a seller, personal emergencies could be anything to anyone. And it doesn't look very professional to not communicate for weeks, and to only finally communicate when somebody opens a claim, right? But once again, I'll link everybody down below, and you guys can check out all of their beautiful Etsy shops, and I really hope you guys can buy from them if you get a chance. Thank you all so much for watching. You can find me on social media. I will have those links as well below. But if you don't feel like clicking some stuff, I am Be My Full Moon literally everywhere you can think of, except Ravelry and Twitter, where I'm Aorai. That's A-O-U-R-A-I. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoy doing these so much. I am not 100% certain what my next video is going to be about. I have a list of ideas though. I did get some Wish knitting needles, some double pointed knitting needles, and I have some Wish crochet hooks. So I may sit down and just do a review of those. If there's anything you would like to see, if there's any yarn you would like me to take a look at and do a review on, please let me know. I'm definitely going to be talking about the Sugar Bush Fibers yarn that I got, because I got more of it because I am an addict. And I'm really looking forward to talking about that soon too. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging on. This was a long video. I really appreciate your time, and check out these lovely Etsy sellers, and I will see you guys all next time. Keep on crafting. Bye.